Hi, I'm Brett Larkin. This is a meditation in which we're going to ground ourselves. So if you suffer from a lot of anxiety, this is just going to ground you down. We're going to focus on the lower 3 chakras in this meditation. It's a very easy meditation. You don't have to know anything about yoga or the chakras in order to do it. So to begin, just close your eyes and bring the hands to the knees. First step of any meditation is just to notice your breath. So just notice if your breath is warm or cold or short or moist or dry. Just close the mouth. Begin breathing in and out through the nose and observing. And you'll see just through the practice of observing the breath, it begins to change magically underneath us. Just work on making your inhales slowly become equal in length to your exhales. So the inhale is as long as the exhale. And really think of breathing into the perimeter of the body. So instead of the breath being something still, the breath is something that happens interiorly that actually moves the whole body. So it inflates the belly, it inflates the rib cage, it inflates the chest, it gets so large, and then you exhale, draw the navel down and back. So the breath is really full and active. It's as if your body is a balloon and you want to breathe in more than you think you can with each inhale, holding the breath at the top, and then exhale, contracting navel into spine each time in a soothing way. Take a deep breath in and exhale completely. Again, I'm going to breathe in. Think of energy moving from my tailbone to the crown of my head, and then I'm going to lean back slightly in space. So not a ton, just a little. I'm going to imagine someone was pulling a string in the back crown of my head and just taking me back in space slightly. And what this allows is it really allows my 2 sitting bones to ground down more into the earth. So I feel my left and right sitting bone plugging into the ground, like something, like a plug plugging into an electrical outlet. So think of your sits bones as plugging into that electrical socket of the Earth's grid. And I find as I do that, I can lengthen my head back in space, kind of dip my chin forward a little bit. I just feel a lot taller. I feel more in the back of my body, which is what I want, since we live in the front of our body mainly day to day. And just here, I'm going to take a few deep breaths now. Just noticing how I feel. No judgments. Just visualize line of energy, tailbone to crown of head as you breathe in. Crown of head to tailbone as you breathe out. Each inhale and exhale equal length. Think of the shoulders moving down and back. Chin dipping down, the spine, back of the neck really long. So it's just a really regal position. Just notice what's going on for you interiorly. As you plug into the grid of the earth, the electrical grid of the earth. Just feel it stabilizing your interior landscape. So now as you breathe in, think not just tailbone to crown of head, think of all the way from the center of the earth to the crown of the head. So breathe in, center of the earth all the way through your tailbone up to the crown of the head, and as you exhale, crown of head all the way back down into the center of the earth. A few more times. So we start by just creating inhales and exhales equal length. Now we're actually visualizing the center of the earth. You can visualize it like ash or fire or whatever inspires you. I visualize it as this kind of fiery, powerful core of the center of the earth. And from there, breathing from that point all the way up through the core of the earth, up into you, up into your tailbone, up into the crown of the head, and then exhaling anything you don't need back down into the center of the earth where it just burns and the earth can handle it. Just this process of eliminating what you don't need and taking power and energy from the earth, from this great universe, omnipresent, all-knowing source that just has your best wishes, best intentions at heart. So after you've done this for a few more times, breathing from the center of the earth up into the crown of the head and then releasing anything you don't need or just exhaling, whichever, all the way from the crown of the head to the center of the earth. And once you've done this for a few times, I just want you to really focus on the area below your navel, but above your groin. So the area of the pelvis. So first and second chakra, both root chakra and water chakra. I just want you to mentally begin infusing those places with your energy. So root chakra is near the groin. It's our root, it's our foundation. And then Svadisthana is the water chakra just above the root chakra. It's a very emotional place. So I just want you to send your energy there. So just whatever is going on interiorly, just bathe your attention and your energy towards the space of the groin and the space between the groin and the navel. Just becoming hyper aware of that space. And now bring your attention to your navel, just above your belly button. Fire chakra, just begin sending your attention there. So again, this is really subtle. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to change anything. You're still just seated in meditation. Just bringing your subtle energy to the center of the body. Thinking of warmth, heating, fire, with the real solidarity of the root chakra and the water chakra underneath it. 3 breaths. Focusing on these 3 chakras is probably one of my favorite things because it just helps us feel so grounded and in a world full of so much chaos. It's really a nice feeling. If you want, you can just send your attention to these 3 focal points, even as a unit. So just think of sending your attention as a unit just to the center of the body, mainly belly button and below. Good. Take a final breath and keep your eyes closed. Dip the chin into the chest. And then take your right hand inside your left fist into your belly. This is a form of yogic seal, so we're just kind of firming the energy down there. Just folding forward. And then sometimes I like to let go of the seal and just bring my hands in front of me. And here with my hands in front of me, I like to press my palms into the floor and just kind of reconnect with that idea of the earth and the energy of the earth. So instead of just leaning or collapsing forward or letting my sits bones come off the mat, I'm really pressing down into my hands in order to ground my sits bones down and back. And then from here, I just imagine the energy of the earth coming up through my palms, coming up through my arms, through my body, and then grounding back down through my sits bones. So again, visualize energy coming in to your palms from the earth. Should be a nice low back stretch as your hips ground into the floor, into the earth. So we've kind of just made a little circle with the earth. So the energy of the earth is coming up through our palms, through our arms, and then down through our back and settling back down into our pelvis, back into this area of the lower 3 chakras. Sitting bones grounding down. So we're just kind of plugged in at the sitting bone, but now also at the palms. And the chin is deeply tucked into the chest. Maybe sway a little side to side. And just take 4 breaths like this. Maybe swaying again side to side. Just visualizing the energy of the earth. Everything you need just available to you underneath your palms and then circling through the whole body. Just a gesture of gratitude. A gesture of reverence. Just thanking the earth. Thanking what is unknown. This universal energy. Last breath. Good, and then walk your hands really slowly back towards your feet. So you're really slow in your movements. Head is the last thing to come up, and just come back to sit. Roll the shoulders down and back. And then just bring the hands to prayer in front of your heart. Dip the chin. Big breath in. Exhale all the way. Good. I hope you enjoyed this meditation to ground you. And be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment below and let me know how this went for you, how you feel. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much.